All right. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to a beatzillapdx official news break. This is about Michelle Obama. She has a message to she has a message to men, actually. And it is seeming like she is advocating for confusion in your homes, which I find to be extremely despicable and wicked. And, this woman really has no shame with it. And I'm sure there will be people out here who think she's right and good for her. And you go, girl, and you tell them. Well, I have to strongly disagree and push back from that because that's advocating for confusion in marriages. And that right there is absolutely evil. And coming from the people for the reason why she's selling you that message is even more despicable. So, without further ado, let's get into this. And I'll be stopping at certain points and spots.
So to the men who love us, let me just try to paint a picture of what it will feel like if America, the wealthiest nation on earth, keeps revoking basic care from its women, and how it will affect every single woman in your life. Your girlfriend could be the one in legal jeopardy if she needs a pill from out of state or overseas.
Now, with that being said, your girlfriend could be in jeopardy. What is this promoting? I don't have a girlfriend. I do have a wife. And if she needed a pill, then that was because we actually made a choice to delete a life. So the way she's trying to present this to you is very peculiar. But I mean, it's just very dishonest, but it's wicked. More importantly. So, here's the appeal. Fellas, we need you to get on board with this madness.
Or if she has to travel across state lines because the local clinic closed up. Your wife or mother could be the ones at higher risk of dying from undiagnosed cervical cancer because they have no access to regular.
Now, I do not understand how she just made this confusion. Lord. Okay, so see what if you're trying to have a baby, then clearly that means you're not trying to delete a baby. She's giving you, she's now moving into convoluting the two issues. Bringing life, supporting life, and sustaining life is a good thing. Shedding innocent blood and taking an innocent life in a womb, that's not really the same thing.
Gynecological care. Your daughter could be the one too terrified to call the doctor if she's bleeding during an unexpected pregnancy.
If she's bleeding during an unexpected pregnancy, none of these issues has anything to do with abortion. But yet and still, she is gung-ho about pushing this notion, isn't she? So you're trying to, this is some kind of lying, man. Because if you're trying to have a baby, you're not trying to get rid of one. They are absolutely two different conversations. And she's trying to present it in the same conversation, which is grossly dishonest.
Your niece could be the one miscarrying in her bathtub after the hospital turned her away.
Why? No. What you are referring to is insurance issues, if that's the case. But if she is hemorrhaging and bleeding at the time when she goes into the emergency room, ain't no hospital turning her away. What they will do, if it's a ban on abortions in that state, is they're going to make sure that the life of her, the mother, and the baby are taken care of, and she would immediately receive care. But what you're saying is, if she wants to go delete it, this is a bunch of convoluted messaging right here. And it's not like she's not doing it on purpose. She most definitely is. And that's deceptive and evil.
Not just affect women, it will affect you and your sons. The devastating consequences of teen pregnancy won't just be borne by young girls, but also by the young men who are the fathers.
Yeah. And in my day and age, there's a lot of children born while I was in high school. We had a daycare at school. You know why? Because here in this city, we advocated for young mothers to have their children. And a lot of those kids are grown children right now. Some of those kids are in football, the NFL, and in Major League Baseball. And she's saying this as, yeah, it's a good thing to delete this guy. And while, just think of it, ladies, you are thinking how hard I gotta have it while you might be deleting that one little basketball player or football player or politician or book writer or scientist that can achieve a feat that no man or no woman has besides them. And they might be able to be in a financial position to buy you a house. So for those of you who have been in this predicament and found whatever reason to put your hands and snuff out someone else's future, I'm just saying, think about it.
They too will have their dreams of going to college. Their entire future is totally upended by an
No, it ain't. And that's not true. Family, she's acting like single mothers and young parents haven't survived in the past. That is total BS, and that is very un-American. Very un-American. You know what I'm saying?
unwanted pregnancy. If you and your partner are expecting a child, you will be right by her side at the checkups, terrified if her blood pressure is too high, or if there's an issue with the placenta, or if the ultrasound shows that the embryo was implanted in the wrong place, and the doctors aren't sure that they can intervene to keep the woman you love safe. If your wife is shivering and bleeding on the operating room table during a routine delivery gone bad,
wow,
her pressure dropping as she loses more and more blood, or some unforeseen infection spreads and her doctors aren't sure if they can act, you will be the one praying that it's not too late. You will be the one pleading for somebody, anybody to do.
Oh my goodness, could she turn up the fear juice just a little bit more?
Something. And then there is the tragic but very real possibility that in the worst case scenario, you just might be the one holding flowers at the funeral.
Oh my goodness.
You might be the one left to raise your children alone.
Such is life. And what you are talking about, ma'am, is selfishness. Somebody that would expect an easy road. Sorry to inform you, I'm a foundational Black American. There ain't nothing easy expected over here to begin with. So all of this fearing that you're doing doesn't motivate me to say or advise anybody to delete their baby because, oh man, finances get hard. Finances, money come and go. Time doesn't, life doesn't. But money come and go. Life is life. And if you're snuffing life, all you are is a killer. That's why so many of these women could hop on TV. They done been to the hitman. Why do you think they get up there and can go right into these certain areas, got these certain associations? Because they all have something in common. They've all made a blood sacrifice. They have laid an offering down to their God. And they'll tell themselves, well, this ain't the case. This is not what I'm doing. I'm doing this because, hey, I got a future. Sounds pretty selfish to me. Well, what if this and what if life is hard? No one ever told you life would be easy. And if you always had sunshine, you would not know the benefit of it and know the beauty of it if you had not also had the rain. That's called the balance of life. What you are trying to do is play God and shape life by taking it. No, Michelle Obama, I don't think so. And these are the people that you had in office for 8 years that didn't lift a finger to do anything about Black lives being snuffed out at the hands of the police. But now these same folks want you to sit up here and be worried about immunity, when it was this woman's husband that signed in that blue law.
See, these are just some of the ways women die during childbirth. And I don't want to be a downer, y'all. But in many cases, there is no warning and things go bad very quickly. And when it happens, every second of hesitation or delay can lead to devastating outcomes. So I am asking y'all from the core of my being,
wow,
to take our lives seriously. Please.
By okay an abortion?
Do not put our lives in the hands of politicians.
Your lives are not in the hands of politicians. Your lives are in your hands. And for a certain degree, or to a certain extent, all of our lives are in the hands of politicians, by the way. But however, when you're talking about don't put their lives and our lives in their hands, it's not, because the responsibility of what you're referring to starts with you. Bottom line, because abortion is not birth control. And the whole right and choosing, this isn't, notice how you have to actually get down to the nitty gritty. This is just about you being selfish. And you're using a bunch of tear-jerker bull crap to sell it. That's all I'm saying. Maybe I'm confused. Maybe I'm the one who's wrong here. I don't know. You let me know, family. I'm going to finish this out, I guess.
Mostly men who have no clue or do not care about what we as women are going through.
That's nonsense, man. Like I said, I'm a husband. So obviously I care what women are going through because I have a spouse that I need here with me. So yeah, her health is something that would be important here. And guess what? It has nothing to do with going to delete a child, but I'm still concerned about her health. Why? Because I'm, like I said, a husband. Go figure. See, that's what marriage and all the advocating for marriage and the union is because they want you to believe that all marriage is bad while they're actually married. But they convince you, don't be married. They'll have a baby, tell you about a story about having their kid while telling you, delete yours. This is the world we live in, a sick, sick, sick world of evil people with soft voices. They could smile at you and talk nice, and all the while They are absolutely plotting, planning, and committing evil against you. And you just take it because you have convinced yourself that the actions taken against you can be suffered because of the nice tone and smiles that they sell you. And right now, you want the rest of us to bite. You want the rest of us to accept. You want the rest of us to buy in to a party that has literally had people writing up pieces, negative pieces against Black men. We have been referred to as bullet bags. The whole divester movement, shea butter Twitter. All of these things might, you might want to pay attention to how we're getting here. So abortion ain't a major issue for us. That's not a motivating factor. Not only that, though, the whole reinstating and codifying Roe v. Wade, that ain't gonna happen anyway. So that's a weird bill of goods they keep selling too. That's a big nothing burger. That ain't gonna happen. That is not happening. And as well as a ban is not happening. These things are numerically impossible. It ain't gonna happen. I hear people talking that madness in Oregon. It's like, you don't have nowhere near the numbers to make that happen. They want a problem, abortion ban. So they put it up to the courts so it's not federal to make it federal again. Are you listening to these people? They should be telling lies like it ain't nothing, man. And so with that being said, I just wanted to point out Michelle Obama's speech for Kamala Harris, which is absolutely anti-family. And it's just a bunch of lying. And something else she said that it's just going to be you at the ballot box. At the end of the day, it's just going to be you and you alone. And you can. So she's advocating also for women to vote against their partner's interest. And she's talking about their partner, not husband. So ladies, don't listen to madness like that. And do not let no politician wreck your marriage. Peace, power, blessings, and protection be upon each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in. Please hit that like button. Subscribe if you have not already done so. Share this out on your social media. And if you would like to, you could join this channel as well. Whew. I'm just saying, boy, these people's nuts, ain't they? Nuts. So y'all, ladies, you need to be doing something completely different than your husband. But there might be some nuts out there that think Michelle Obama got a point, and I strongly disagree. And I also speak for myself. beatzillapdx official, the beatzillapdx official show. Those of you in the chat, the grassroots and the voices of new Black media. I think it's safe to say I speak for all parties involved when we proudly dedicate this song to you.
Get up off of that cocaine and get up off of that crack. Get yourself together and get your mind back.
Yes, indeed you do. So always remember, family, don't fall for the okie doke. And most definitely with 20 million illegals off up in here, and we trying to go about our reparations movement, abortion is not a deciphering factor for us. I'm sorry. Because over here, it's hashtag off, hands off our reparations.
You have no rights here. We're not under the empire.
And that's a fact. So, family, just stay the course. Stay the course. And yeah, I believe Michelle Obama, but we already knew they were. That's been the Democrat agenda as well, is dismantling the nuclear family, to which Black men strongly represent the nuclear family in this era. So with that being said, I don't know what y'all gonna do, but it looks like a loss is headed your way. What can we tell you? You should have bet on New Black Media to begin with. And for those of you who have, salute to you. And give yourselves a round of applause for making our voices heard. Salute to each and every one of you. Again, like I said, peace, power, blessings, and protection be upon each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at beatzillapdx. And everything else will be in the description. You see all of the other donation stuff on the ticker. So with that being said, y'all stay black, stay vigilant, stay alive. Black first, black first, black first. Shalom, y'all.